unanimous that now.
It is, I don't know.
I then you might put councillor in either.
That is by the chemist.
Okay, hello folks, welcome to Sorell Council meeting today on the special council meeting today on 24th June 2025. I'd like to begin with acknowledgement of country. I'd like to begin by paying respect to the traditional and original owners of this land, Mama Rimina people, to pay respect to those that have passed before us, and to acknowledge today's Tasmanian Aboriginal community who are the custodians of this land. Do we have any apologies?
Mayor, Councillor Campbell is leave of absence, and Councillor Nurkasaburu.
Thank you. Do we have any declarations of pecuniary interest? Okay. Item 5 on the agenda, and the main reason we're here tonight, is the 2025 to 2026 financial management strategy, operating and capital budgets. The recommendation that the council resolve pursuant to section 70 and section 82 of the Local Government Act 1993 to accept and adopt the 2025-2026 financial management strategy, operating and capital budget estimates. Can I have a move, please, Councillor Reid and Councillor Woolley to second? Thank you very much. A lovely document, very well explained at the beginning. Could I open the floor for any questions or comments? We have Scott here, Scott Nichols, the finance manager. Is there any comments for him?
Just a comment, I'd like to commend Scott and the team on the presentation of the financial management strategy. Very easily understood, well, not easily understood, but very succinct and clear. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Robert should take some of that as well.
Sorry?
Robert should take some credit for that as well.
Robert. Thank you, Robert. Congratulations.
Personally in finance, but thank you.
Councillor Reid.
I'd just like a little clarification on, and maybe just the way it looks in the layout. On the first time you've mentioned is page 13, which is the net financial liabilities ratio. Is it 0 minus and then 50% in brackets? Could you explain that?
It's 0 to 50%.
0 to 50%.
Yeah.
So it didn't quite, having 50% in brackets was a bit I didn't understand. So 0% to 50%.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any further questions? Councillor Reid, got something further?
No, other than, again, just to echo the thanks and I guess a reflection that have been how many years? Quite a few years through the budget cycle. This is not the first financial management strategy, but it's it just sets everything out, as Councillor Nichols said, very clearly, and I particularly like the graphs with the various ratios and explaining how it works over the term of the 10-year term of the strategy. That's very helpful. And I'd also like to note the audit panel's reflections that they've looked at the strategy at a recent meeting and were very complimentary on the strategy and the overall presentation and coverage of all of the issues. And one final point was At that meeting, we were briefed on the evolving risk management strategy that's been reviewed through the internal audit process. And just a thought that in the coming months, there'll be opportunity to further embed the risk strategy, align the risk strategy with financial management strategy or vice versa, which gets mentioned, but with the risk strategy evolving, maturing, that'll be an opportunity to take a fresh look. And so thank you, everyone.
Okay, if there's nothing further, all those in favour of the recommendation to accept this report, please show hands. Unanimous, thank you very much. Page 58, 5.2, the rates and charges policy. Recommendation that the council resolve in accordance with section 86B of the Local Government Act 1993 to adopt the amended rates and charges policy. Can I have a move, please? Councillor Trace and Councillor Larkins to second. Thank you. Open this to the floor. Again, another nice clear document, lots of explanations. Anything? No?
I was surprised, having written about this kind of stuff, but it's actually, the rates at 84% of operating income.
Substantial figure.
I ask a question that taxpayers everywhere ask, vulnerable taxpayers and state taxpayers, where do our taxes go to? 84 doesn't seem like very much to me, but can someone explain that to me? I would have thought.
Through it doesn't seem that much.
I mean, it seems a lot. Yeah. I mean, we pay our way.
It's been a view over the last 10 or so years that councils should be, in order for councils to be considered on the more positive side of financial sustainability, that they should be generating a greater proportion of their revenue through rates rather than relying on operating grants or some other source of income. So it's a stronger position to be in. Obviously, it's a balance as to how much you extract out of the ratepayers to fund things, but I couldn't tell you, Deputy Mayor, what, without checking, what other councils are, where their figure is.
I imagine we're in the ballpark.
I'd need to check straight through.
Yeah, it's interesting to know.
Anything further?
Just a comment, it's a credit to the financial team that the rise is only 3.7%, so I'm sure ratepayers would welcome that, small, modest increase. Thank you.
Completely agree with that one, it's very sensible. Nothing further? All those in favour of the recommendation to adopt the amended rates and charges, please show hands. Unanimous, thank you very much. Over to page 68, 5.3, rates and charges resolution. Recommendation that in accordance with the provisions of the Local Government Act 1993 and the Fire Services Act 1979, the Council adopt the following 2025-2026 rates and charges resolution for the rateable land within Council's municipal area for the period 1 July 2025 to the 30th of June 2026. Can I have a mover, please? Councillor Nichols and Councillor Larkins. Thank you. Okay, are there any questions or discussions on this matter? Councillor Reid.
Thank you. I've been just reflecting on this resolution in the context of the previous policy. The capacity to pay, and in financial management strategy itself, the capacity to pay is an important consideration and one that's built into the structure with a fixed rate of what seems to be a prudent $588. Given that, just confirming that council has hardship provisions and the capacity for people to seek support if in fact they are in financial difficulties. But what's the call on that? Do we have many or any cases where that's required each year?
Through the Mayor, we have the hardship policy and procedure in place, but I'd have to defer to Scott as to how many.
We don't have a lot. We have a lot that are on a payment arrangement, which is also something that we offer, but isn't actually per the financial hardship policy. But the financial hardship policy, I'd be comfortable to say it's less than 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Literally a handful.
Literally a handful, but the payment arrangements have extended. We have noticed this year, probably started last year, a movement in the community is their ability to make payments. So we have noted that.
So more people making payment arrangements. Thank you.
Anything further? No. All those in favour of the recommendation to accept the 2025-2026 rates and charges resolution, please show hands. Unanimous. Thank you very much. 5.4, charitable remissions procedure for 2025-2026. The recommendation that the council resolve to approve the charitable remissions procedure. Please note that there are no changes. Can I move for this, please? Councillor Larkins, Councillor Reid. Any comments on this? No? All those in favour of this recommendation, please show hands. Unanimous, thank you very much. That brings us to the close.